For the first time in almost 80,000 years, Comet C 2023 A3, also known as Tsuchinshan-ATLAS, was visible to the naked eye this last week, and there may be a few days left for you to try to see it. But you need to act fast because after October 31st, this comet is going to begin to fade and you'll likely never see it again in your entire life. By the end of this video, you're going to know what this comet is, how long you can see it for, how to locate it, and I'll be sharing with you rare photos of the comet the entire time. What it is. For starters, let's discuss what Comet Tsuchinshan-ATLAS A3 is and whether or not you should be afraid of it. Earlier this year, we got a look at Comet 12P/Ponce-Brooks, which was visible only with binoculars, and even then, it was not bright enough for many viewers. Now this month, only the ancient icy object of space is streaking through over our neighborhoods on an 8,000-year orbit for only 7 more days. And now about the comet. It is available to us in its full spectacular glory for this autumn season finale of 2024 and never again. It was discovered by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, on February 22nd, 2023. And it was also independently observed a few weeks before in January 2023 at the Tsuchinshan Chinese Observatory, also known as the Purple Mountain Observatory of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. When the comet was first sighted, it was far out beyond the orbit of Jupiter, some 680 million miles from the Sun. But by September 27th of this year, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS has made its closest approach to the Sun, coming to within 36 million miles, the average distance of the planet Mercury from the Sun. The name, Comet C 2023 A3, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS, follows a standard naming convention for comets established by the International Astronomical Union, or IAU. Here's a breakdown of its components. C/. The letter indicates the comet's type. C stands for a non-periodic comet, meaning it has an orbit that takes more than 200 years to complete or could be a one-time visitor. Other designations include P/ for periodic comets with shorter orbits and D/ for comets that have disintegrated. 2023. This refers to the year of the comet's discovery. In this case, it was discovered in 2023. A 3. This represents the discovery sequence. A indicates the first half of January. The year is divided into 24 half-month periods, each given a letter A to Y, skipping I. 3 means it was the third comet discovered during that period. Tsuchinshan-ATLAS. These are the names of the discovering observatories, together. C 2023 A3 tells us that it's a non-periodic comet discovered in January 2023 by the two observatories. The official designation includes both independent observation sites. Its retrograde orbit, meaning it moves in the opposite direction to most major solar system objects, is parabolic-like with a perihelion distance of 0.39 astronomical units AU. Our comet is notable and actively observed because, based on current estimations, it could become bright enough to be visible to the naked eye during its perihelion passage between September and October 2024. There is no need to fear Comet C 2023 A3. It poses no threat to Earth, as its trajectory will keep it at a safe distance. While large comets can occasionally raise concerns about impact risks, this comet's orbit has been carefully calculated to ensure it will pass harmlessly by, offering an opportunity for scientific study and public enjoyment rather than danger. So, stargaze or comet, gaze at ease. Now that you know what this comet is, we need to talk about how long you can see it for and the best places to see it. Where is the comet of our lifetime currently? Today, Comet C 2023 A3 is currently in the constellation of Ophiuchus. The current right ascension is 16 hours, 48 minutes, 21 seconds, and the declination is +2 degrees, 42 minutes, 22 seconds. Right now, from the selected location, Greenwich, UK, the comet can be observed looking in the west direction at an altitude of 8.49 degrees above the horizon position on an interactive sky map. Sightings have been spotted in different states across the United States over the past 3 weeks. The comet is still visible to the naked eye from a very dark sky site. Just look up at the coordination direction, and for a limited time, you won't even need binoculars to see the coma and the long, brilliant tail. How long it's visible for? Well, Comet C 2023 A3 is currently visible to the naked eye, but you'll need to act quickly. If you head to a dark sky location tonight or tomorrow night, you can still catch the comet without any assistance. After October 24th, as the comet moves away from Earth, it will gradually fade. By Halloween, October 31st, 2024, you'll need a telescope to see it, as its brightness will dim from its current magnitude of about 3 or 4 to around magnitude 6, eventually dropping to magnitude 10 by the end of the month. This special comet hails from the Oort cloud, a distant region of our solar system filled with frozen debris. It's a rare opportunity to view a visitor from this far-flung part of space, so make the most of the next few nights before it fades from view. Comet 12P/Pons-Brooks and Comet C 2023 A3 Tsuchinshan-ATLAS are both long-period comets, but they have some key differences. Comet 12P/Pons-Brooks, discovered in 1812, has a known orbital period of about 71 years, making it a recurring visitor to the inner solar system. It last appeared in 1954 and recently returned earlier this year in 2024. This comet is known for its dramatic outbursts, and during its active phases, it can brighten significantly, producing a striking coma and tail. Its orbit and characteristics are well studied, and it is part of the Centaur family of comets. Tsuchinshan-ATLAS, discovered in 2023, is a newcomer from the Oort cloud with a much longer orbital period, possibly thousands of years. Unlike Pons-Brooks, it is not a periodic comet in human lifetimes. C 2023 A3 is currently making its first close pass by Earth in recorded history and has reached a peak brightness of magnitude 3 to 4 in 2024, briefly visible to the naked eye. In comparison, while Pons-Brooks is a predictable, well-known comet with a shorter orbital period, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS is a one-time brighter spectacle for observers in 2024, offering a rare view from the distant solar system. Now, in terms of the best places to see it, here they are. To view the comet, the best places are dark sky locations with minimal light pollution, far from city lights. Rural areas, national parks, or dedicated dark sky preserves provide the optimal conditions for spotting it, as it's easier to see faint celestial objects when the sky is clearer and darker. For spotting the comet, follow these tips. 1. Check the sky charts. Use stargazing apps or websites to get the comet's exact position based on your location and date. The comet will appear in different constellations as it moves across the sky. 2. Ideal timing. Look for the comet after sunset. Around October 24, 2024, it will be higher in the sky during early evening hours, so aim to spot it soon after twilight. 3. Binoculars or telescope. While it may still be visible to the naked eye in dark skies around October 25th, binoculars or a telescope will enhance visibility, especially as it fades in brightness approaching the end of October. 4. General direction. Scan the western or southwestern sky where the comet is likely to be found near bright stars or planets like Venus. To check for your own city or town, you can go to the website theskylive.com. This section provides a comprehensive list of the bright comets currently visible in the sky. This list is updated with new information several times per day. Plug in your city and be able to see it. My example city is Woodbridge, Virginia. Visibility right now. Comet C 2023 A3, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS, is above the horizon from Woodbridge, Virginia in the United States. Right now, it is placed in the south direction at an altitude of 52.59 degrees above the horizon. Given its current magnitude, it's barely visible to the naked eye, but easily visible with the help of a small binocular. The best viewing conditions depend on dark skies, weather, and horizon visibility. Here's a guide for different regions. In the United States and Western US, states like Arizona, Nevada, and California are excellent due to their many dark sky areas and clear autumn weather. National parks and desert locations offer minimal light pollution. Midwestern and mountain states areas like Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado also provide great views from high elevations with low light interference. Eastern US, rural areas in states like Pennsylvania, Vermont, and Maine, or along the Appalachian Mountains offer decent opportunities. However, light pollution from cities can be a challenge. Globally, in Europe, dark sky areas in Scotland, Norway, and parts of Spain and France provide excellent views. Asia high-altitude regions such as the Himalayas or remote locations in China and Mongolia offer ideal viewing. Africa deserts like the Sahara or locations in South Africa are prime viewing spots. Australia and the Southern Hemisphere. While best viewed in the Northern Hemisphere, the comet might still be faintly visible from Northern Australia or regions near the equator. Dark sky locations are key, so prioritize areas with minimal urban light pollution for the best chance to spot it. On October 2nd, Comet C 2023 A3 Tsuchinshan-ATLAS reached a brightness of magnitude 4, making it even brighter than Comet Neowise in 2020, which peaked at magnitude 0.9. While it's not as bright as the legendary Hale-Bopp comet of the century, Tsuchinshan was still an impressive sight. A few nights ago, it was higher than the star Arcturus, so if you're using binoculars, place Arcturus at the bottom of your view and scan toward where Venus was setting around 7:30 p.m. after sunset. The moon, 2 days past full, rose 30 minutes later each night, offering clear views of the comet's brilliant coma and long tail, especially in areas with little light pollution. The Orionid meteor shower, which peaks between October 2nd and November 7th, also added to the spectacle. While moonlight will wash out fainter meteors this year, head to a dark sky site for the best chance to catch both meteors and the comet. To stay up to date on the latest and greatest space news and discoveries, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video. I'll see you in the next one.